Hi, this is Brian Neal with Tradetobefree.com, and today we're looking at some early morning action here on Illumina, and this is a pre-market, and they beat by a pretty wide margin. They beat on the top line and bottom line, and they raised their 2017 revenue expectations. But I think that takes into account how much they beat this quarter, so I don't know if that's really raise or not, although it's a good sign if they don't lower or keep the revenue or earnings projections the same for the current year. So it's not like it's, revenue that was pulled forward. It looks like it was a really good quarter, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the rest of the year is going to be that much better. Still, good performance, and the stock is breaking out of a consolidation spin over the past few months here, past year, and it's breaking above this 189 price point out of a large sort of cup with handle pattern here. And if you go back 5 years, we can see that it's been this long consolidation with the rest of biotech for the past couple of years, but it looks like it wants to break out here and possibly start trending higher, and that's the way it's looking right now. So the future outlook looks like it's improving for this stock, and we'll have to see how it plays out this morning for the earnings eruptions day trade. Right now it's breaking out of this base pattern right here, pre-market, and it's starting to go up quite a bit already. So that's usually a bad sign. I want to see this. I want to see a consolidation, just like you would on a daily chart for at least 4 or 5 periods. Then a breakout of that right after market opens. At that point, we might see it take off. Now this stock has some resistance above it. So, unlike Cognex yesterday, this one has some resistance up at, let's see, what, 213 here, and we've got 196 or so, 196.50. So it's got some, these resistance points to go through. Given that they didn't really raise revenue for this year beyond what they beat this quarter, I don't believe. I don't know if we'll be real interested in that today, but it may make a move. Like I said, these marginal plays like this, maybe 2 out of 3 will do well. But if you get one that satisfies all the conditions in the course, are the ones that really tend to really move out of the open, and or after they hit the ideal entry point in the course, and make a lot of money. So Applied Optics, it's kind of interesting here. We got earnings coming out tomorrow evening. They pre-announced a big beat, and the last 2 quarters they did the same thing, and last 2 quarters they beat the pre-announced earnings. So we'll see if they do it again, but this stock is in a very strong uptrend, to say the least. Real nice for the past year, and we've had this many times in the Tradetobefree.com weekly and daily chart. It's got this little of a 10-day chart. It's got this little swing point right here at 150. It's clearing right now, and that should take it up to test the highs here. And again, they have earnings tomorrow evening, so that'll be a catalyst. So it's starting to run ahead of that, and so it may hit 103.50, break through that, 2-3% or so into earnings tomorrow night. So you could play a trade here into the earnings release from now. If it opens above that 150, or let's say if it goes above the pre-market highs after the market opens, it might break right through that all-time high, or at least 52-week high. It might be an all-time high, or probably is. Yeah, all-time high. So it could do that and make a nice little move of 4 or 8% over the next day or two. So we're watching that. And the other one I want to show you was a stock that recently was featured in the newsletter on Tradetobefree.com. This is Court. This stock has very strong growth right now, and it's in a very good industry or sub-industry within the pharma or biotech arena. If this thing breaks, through this high up here, which is about 13.25, so if it goes above about 13.30 this morning, it could really take off. This thing has 80% growth in sales and very strong earnings growth. It has accelerating earnings growth, or sales growth anyways, and also has strong cash flow growth, like 20% cash flow growth over the past quarter. So the stock has a very high return on equity. Obviously it has a product it's selling now. It's got another one in the pipeline it's working on. I think maybe 2 or 3 of them actually, but it's really growing very quickly. Growth is accelerating. Cash flow growth is accelerating here. It's below 20, so that's a little bit of concern, but I think it has quite a bit of volume. Yeah, it's got almost 1 million shares on average trading hands. So this is one to watch today. This one could take off. The earnings beat was huge. The sales beat was huge, and the guidance raise was there. So all in all, that was the best earnings report that we saw yesterday. So this one could take off today, and it's breaking out of a very bullish daily chart here, where we have the 3 rising valley pattern, or it's sometimes called the ascending base pattern. We started to break out recently, pulled back a little bit. Now we've got the big catalyst today, and that thing is ready to roar if it gets above 1330. So that could really take off today, we'll have to say. But it's got very strong accelerating growth, and it's definitely one to watch. So that was in our daily alert recently. So if you want to try that out, you can go to our site and get it for 3 weeks. And our earnings eruptions trading strategy is our #1 day trading strategy that we use in our own accounts. We normally swing trade in our accounts, but we have a couple day trading setups that we like a lot, and the ones that really work in the stocks and the price range where you can take a really large position with on a great catalyst that we explain completely in the course. So you can get that course too at a discount. That introductory discount will end soon, so you can go over there and try it out. And there's also a warranty for 6 months. So, all right, guys, have a great day trading, and we'll talk to you again real soon.